Hello everybody and welcome. We are looking once again at Acceptable Losses, the demo. It has had a nice update for Steam Next Fest, so we're going to jump in and see how it now plays with all of its new little features. We're going to start a new game, Lieutenant Hope. Welcome to the trenches. I trust your training stateside prepared you for what lies ahead. You are hereby assigned your command of 3rd Platoon Company G. Your predecessor, Lieutenant Graves, was evacuated 2 days ago. We've seen increased enemy movement along our wire. Keep your men sharp and disciplined. My orders will brief you on current operations at 0600 hours. Captain J.C. Wooldridge, Company G, 38th Infantry Regiment. Okay, I seem to have lost... Oh, wait, no, it came back. I found my mouse. Okay, let's go ahead and start. That's, by the way, that's probably not a game thing. That's just my setup thing. Me losing my mouse. You're about to be deployed for... Okay, yeah, cool. We'll go for this. Above your squad cards, on the bottom of each card, there are 3 stats. Yeah, well, we skimmed through a bit of this because we have already done the tutorial. Basically, morale, fatigue, and cohesion. On the fodder tab, there are 2 numbers. The first is the number of active soldiers. The second is the number of total soldiers, just in the top left there. You can find out stat terms and other definitions in your normal glossary, which is just up here. Squad can have up to 10 soldiers at a time, although a squad with at least 8 soldiers is considered full. Squad should have at least 5 active soldiers to remain operational. Any less renders them inactive and unable to take part in missions. Soldiers in an inactive squad do get some rest, but it also means another mission goes unassigned, and if HQ finds out, they won't like it. To inspect the soldier of a squad, right-click on the squad card. So this now stays open, I believe. I think it closed beforehand. The soldier's last name and veteran status is shown along the top with their morale, fatigue, cohesion along the bottom. The squad stats and veteran status are the average of all soldiers within the squad. Soldier may become inactive if morale or fatigue pass extremely poor thresholds. Their stats and veteran status contribute to the squad average regardless. To inspect a soldier, right-click on the soldier card. There you go. That now stays there unless I come off it. And if I just have a look at Morrow, background information about each soldier is as follows. Last name, first name, place of birth, date of birth, and ID number. So Morrow, Leon, he's green. He was born in LA on the 3rd, no, on the 9th of the 3rd, I assume, because I assume this is the American way, the dates are the way the American does it. So day 2nd, month 1st, 1893. Army number 8710794. I hope you make it, Morrow. Soldiers' first and last names are customizable. When you're done with wasting time and ready to get into the trenches, click on the confidential envelope. So hang on, let Morrow. Oh, hang on, that's... Leon, make it. Let's see if he makes it. Oh, that didn't work. Leon, Makit. So there you go. Hopefully, Makit makes it. Alright, and so this is the glossary it mentioned. Tells you the different levels of morale, fatigue, cohesion, veteran status, and then gives you a quick overview of mission consequences, whether they're global, random soldiers, or squad. So let's have a look at our missions for the day in our confidential report. These are today's missions sent down from HQ. A mission card contains from top to bottom. Mission difficulty, bang, stars. Mission name, bang. And description, bang, with different things that make it better or worse. You may notice a banner below a mission card. Hover the cursor over it to learn what it means. In the description, you may notice green and or red text. Green text indicates modifiers that decrease that mission's base difficulty. Red indicates those that can increase it. Your squad stats, veteran stats, and sometimes number of active soldiers will impact your chances of success. Assign your squads by clicking and dragging them onto missions. Now, yes, one thing we are not shown for day 1 is the conditions of all of our different things, because you have trench, you have HQ, you have rations, you have etc, etc. And this means it is a mandatory mission. You also sometimes have ones that show you need 2 squads. So, stand 2 is the mandatory mission. We'll just go first squad. My token, which is now a bit bigger. You're going to help with stand 2 because it's the mandatory squad. Actually, no, you're not. You're going to help with night recon patrol, I think. Barbed wire maintenance, night watch, digging duty. So we'll post. We will... Barbed wire maintenance. And we'll go on a night recon patrol. You're in command of 4 squads, but are given 5 missions. Yep. It's up to you to decide which missions are left undone for the day. Of course, HQ may not always agree with your choice. As platoon commander, your men look up to you for guidance. You choose to remain behind the lines or personally join a squad on their mission. If you join them, the men get a boost in confidence, but remember, this is war and you are not immune to its costs. If you join a squad on a mission, drag and drop your dog tag onto a squad card. This can be done before or after assigning the squad to a mission. When you are ready to resolve the mission, press resolve in the lower right. I'm actually going to put me on night recon patrol. It does give a slight boost. I've not seen any upfront major differences. Obviously, there could be... I mean, as you can see here, apparently it makes barbed wire maintenance, night watch, and stand 2 easy missions. Right, so I'm gonna help with barbed wire maintenance. Oh, apparently I help with night recon patrol now. No, wait, apparently... Oh, because they're ready, rested, and bonded. They're already firm, rested, and bonded. Oh, so what we're gonna do, let's move you off. Let's move you on. Let's give you the harder mission, why not? So night recon patrol, and we should be pretty good with it. And like I was saying, yes, the only thing that's missing is all of our stats currently. And so, yeah, let's go ahead and give it a go. So that's what happens if... Also, if you hover over a squad, they can make a mission look easier or harder depending on their stats and quite often with their veteran status. Oh, that's nice. This, I believe, is an update. If you hover over these, it tells you what level the cohesion, morale, fatigue, and veteran status is by hovering over now. Anyway, let's resolve. Let's see what happens. Missions can have multiple outcomes. Success typically boosts your men, while failure typically hurts them physically and mentally. Fatigue will generally increase regardless of outcome. However, some missions will give your soldiers a break. Sometimes during a mission, something happens that needs your attention. These mission incident reports appear over the mission cards. If you are on the mission with the incident, you will be given a choice on how to handle it. Some choices will be risky, but will have better rewards. Once all missions are resolved, press End Day to finish the day phase. Ah, damn it. There you go, we have 2 incident reports, not on the one I chose, so I don't get to influence it. Private was late for duty. He stumbled out of the dugout, boots untied. Corporal laid into him. The private tripped over his laces trying to scramble into position. Cohesion down. Outcome modifier -10. Not good. The silence was broken. A lone voice began singing out in no man's land. Tune repeated mournfully twice more, then abruptly stopped. It was not heard again. Cohesion plus. Okay. So we overwhelmingly succeeded the one we went on. Success, success, failure, however. And this is not one I wanted to fail. Half the members still buttoning their coats when the whistle blew could have been costly. So random soldiers lose even more cohesion and get even more fatigue. Not good. Another boring watch, just how we like it. Cohesion up, fatigue up, morale, no change. Trench condition minus, because I didn't bother doing any digging. Defenses plus, global condition. Cohesion, fatigue, and morale up. And then over here, veteran status has gone up. Alright, because it was an overwhelming success. The patrol got close, found the target, mapped it out, and made it back. Enemy defenses minus. Everything else went up. These are our 2 little cards that happened. At the bottom here, let's click End Day and go to the night phase. Nobody got injured, more importantly. The sun is set, but that doesn't mean your duties as commissioned officer are over. Time for the bureaucracy of war. You may find incident reports, medical reports, reinforcements, and intel reports in the upper left. At any point during the night phase, you may reassign, click and drag soldiers to and from squads. Any incoming soldiers, either from medical tent or as reinforcements, can be assigned to a squad. Those will appear at the right under soldiers ready for duty, which is here. For soldiers that aren't getting along with others, poor cohesion, you can punish them by dragging them and dropping them into the confinement tab. Of course, they won't like it. Their squad mates may not agree with it either, so make sure they deserve it. So, incident report. 2 men came to blows over an accusation of food hoarding. Men placed bets. Cohesion minus 40% for everybody. That's the thing, though. So this makes me think of people aren't getting along, but it doesn't tell you which 2 men.
Sir?
So if you're going to punish anybody, it's hard to know who to punish. Focus forecast for tomorrow over the sector. That's good. Should make them less easy. Make it harder for them to shoot us. Continue normal operation, supply level satisfactory. The trench could withstand a shell or 2, but not much more than that, so we do need to do a bit more of trench maintenance. Trench conditions exceed standard requirements. Scouts report higher than normal activity on the enemy side. Enemy lines are fortified with scattered weak points. Even though we did put the enemy defenses down a bit, they're still strong. That's it for the night phase. When you're ready for tomorrow, press end night. Good luck, Lieutenant. So we can look at our squads. Soldier Mackett is still there. We have notes, which we can make. Of course, we still have our glossary settings. Let's just hit end night. And that's roughly it for the tutorial, to be honest. So we have our 4 squads. We have our intel report, which we can now keep an eye on. And let's check our missions. Thick humid fog is rolling in, which will make it harder to see the enemy. Enemy activity is heavy. Make sure the soldiers stay awake. So that's, as you can see, so that makes it a lovely 3-star. Dig out collapsed trench walls and shore them up. We do need to do that because we do need to patch up our trenches. Salvage operation. Strip the dead between the lines for gear and rations. Waste nothing. Probably going to skip that because we're good for rations right now. So we probably don't need to push that too much. Organized close quarters training gets the blood pumping. Steady nerves are essential for this one. Make sure soldiers can stay awake. Keeping formation will matter. Dig new latrines. Pray the wind doesn't change. Thick humid fog is rolling in. I don't see how that's a negative for digging latrines. Keep formation will matter. I mean, I feel like that should be pretty easy, to be honest. I feel like that should maybe be a bonus because I'm less likely to have people randomly try and shoot me. But anyway. Ready, rested, bonded, firm, rested, tight. Okay, so you're going to dig up the trenches. As you can see, because this squad is raw, they do make this an easier mission. So you are going to get that squad. I'm going to give you guys latrine duty and give you guys bayonet drill. They are both rested and bonded. These guys are firm. These guys, however, are ready. So, should have a better chance of doing good for that one. We'll go see if we can help out with a listening post. And let's hit resolve. Like I said, we're good for rations. So I'm going to ignore the salvage for now. Like I said, that one we have to do because we have to shore up our trenches. And hopefully maybe, you know, we'll get some... Ooh, in fact, I will technically make this easier, but... Why do I feel like there's going to be an incident in bayonet drill? Oh, we'll leave it as is. I feel like this one's the harder one. We'll help with that. Way, I got one of the right ones. So, mission bayonet drill. During the drills, a cocky new private challenged another to obey. Oh no, someone's going to get injured. About dragged, the men drifted back to the drills. Well, at least nobody got injured. Cohesion did go down, but could have been worse. Somebody could have stabbed somebody. One man wants to continue past his shift change. Says he's close to picking something up. You let him stay in place or rotate as planned. Extend his shift. Man dozes off for wasted opportunity. Stick to the doctrine, man. Stick to the doctrine. Outcome modifier minus 100. That's a fail. That is a fail. Catastrophic failure. And I failed a tree duty. Solid drills with their M1917s. The men seemed eager for the real thing. Watch Patrol found the listening post. Barely anyone made it back untouched. William Hoberg is KA. Billy Joyce is KA. Vernon Harris is wounded. George Sackett is wounded. Wow. The whole squad just got taken out. That's a huge failure right from there. They dug and dug and dug. Spirits were oddly high. Trench conditions ++. So I've lost a whole squad, basically. I mean, 5 out of 6, but what, 3 of them? 4 of them are in? Ooh, I've got a coffee and a baguette now. That's new. Or coffee and a bread roll. Someone scrawled something obscene on the latrine wall. Got a few laughs. 3 days, 2 days, 4 days, 2 days, 2 days. If any time you have an inactive soldier, you may send them to the medical tent. Click and drag to medical report. They will get some rest, but you have no control when they return. As with any recovery, complications may occur. This is likely to extend their stay or even result in a KIA. Inactive because there's 1 person in the squad. Wow. And then my intel report. High chance of light to moderate rainfall. Supply and fuel is running low. Ha! Resupply advised. Trench is in good condition. Defense conditions exceed standards. Higher than normal enemy activity. Enemy lines are fortified. Wow. Just wow. This is... Soldiers with less than 5 soldiers are considered inactive or not moving. So for the next 3-4 days, I'm down on 3 squads. This is gonna be rough. All negative modifiers, and so these are the jobs I'm doing. And that was my slightly trained squad as well. Everybody's rested. You're going to get stand 2. You 2 are going to get that one. And there you go. That's what I get to do. We're going to go for clear the crater. We're going to help out with that. And that's resolved. Failure of failure. Wow. Half the men still buttoned their coats when the whistle blew. Reached the crater, but the Bosch were waiting. Took casualties and had to fall back. Russell Quick is KIA. Sherman Burnlow is wounded. Sherman Wicks is wounded. Enemy activity plus. Veteran status plus. Woo! Collegiate minus, fatigue plus, morale minus. Let's end the day. Wow. Of course, yes, you can write a letter. I did that during the last one. Blackjack by candlelight. New guy lost his cigarettes again. Gerald Pickett had complications plus 1 day. Vernon Harris died of complications. 2 days, 2 days, 3 days. Fit for duty tomorrow. Died of complications. KIA. 4 days, 2 days. Wow. Fog is forecast. Supply of materials running low. Incoming reinforcements 4. The trench is in good condition with no immediate issues. Defenses are holding for now, but improvements are strongly advised. Enemy forces are on high alert. Enemy lines are fortified. Right, let's try and get this squad active, shall we? Take a couple out of there. And let's take a guy who's tight. At least now we have 4 active squads. I should have done that last time. Although now I don't have any full squads. 4 people dead already. I've only played 2 days. I'm gonna say is yikes. That wrong choice. I wiped out a whole squad. Resupply patrol. I need that. Mortar support. Maybe. Artillery support. I have to do that. Directly fending fire onto enemy positions. Night watch. Cutting party. Right, so we've got 2 raw squads. Alright, I'm gonna put one of those into a resupply party then, because we need that coming in. Artillery spotting, one of you can get that. Nothing else really changes, so mortar support should take down the enemy defenses, I would think. Night watch will obviously keep our stuff good. Cutting party... will of course take down the enemy defenses as well. I'm gonna go for... Oh, let's go for you. Ah, you're also... I got 3 raw squads. Look at that. You're gonna go in there being green and... Oh, you put that down to 2 stars, so let's do that. You can go on Night Watch. I can go on Night Watch even. Lieutenant Hope, who is off to a terrible start. That was clearly a cursed name from the beginning. Oh, failed the artillery support. A good day all round. The supplies made it to the front on time. Nice, that's good. Failure, however. HQ did not like that I didn't do that. The coordinates were off, just added more craters to no man's land. Bells were rung, whistles blown, and the enemy raided party was sent packing. Nice. The enemy wire won't be slowing anyone down. Enemy defense is minus. Overall, an okay day. Overall, an okay day. Incident report. The men woke up scratching, helmets crawling. You could hear the biting. Oof. Gonna guess that's rats. We got a soldier who's made it back. Fit for duty tomorrow. Released. Recovering. I get 3 back tomorrow as well. That's good. Okay, he did come from here. Let's put him back. Make that a 6 out of 6 squad. 4 soldiers arrived and ready. They're all going to be green. This is pretty much a green squad, right? Yes. Let's put you back up to full strength. A couple of these guys are shaken, so let's put one of them in there. Give them a little bit of boost to those general stats. And okay, let's put one in there. Hopefully you can keep them all together as well. And so like I said, we get 1, 2, 3 back tomorrow. We'll get another squad, another 2 squads, I think, up to full, and 1 will just be a little bit low until the last 2 guys come back, basically. Oh, it was a lice infestation. I thought it was rats. It says right there, lice infestation.
Sir?
Modded for cloud cover. Supply level satisfactory. Trenches in good condition. Defenses are holding. Enemy forces on high alert. Enemy lines are fortified with scattered weak points. Oh god, just look at it. I don't like it. It's carved into my desk. See what my missions are. Okay, we've got 10 the horses. Feed and brush the pack animals. They look worse than we do. Send them into the steam truck and bathhouses. Cook those cooties. Oh, we definitely want to do that one. We're on D-Louse. Rat catching. Organized rat catching. Patrol of the dogs. A decent distraction. Night recon patrol. Stretcher detail. Right, we'll definitely get these 2 done, I think. Okay, no changes to any of the stars with our squads. They all stay as they are. Night recon patrol. We're going to send you guys. Okay, you don't actually do anything. I feel like that will be a global effect for disease, so I feel like I can contend a smaller squad there. We'll do stretcher detail. Yeah, like I said, that doesn't make a difference to that. That will definitely also help reduce disease, which with the lice, maybe is kind of a thing. But I do want to tend the horses. What did he louse? I'm going to skip rat catching. That could come back to bite me in the ass. Stretcher detail. A stretcher team got turned around in the communication trench. No one could help. They hit a dead end and lost time backtracking. Ouch. That's going to be a failure. Ooh, also a failure. Barely got out of there. Roscoe Cook is wounded. Oh, that's that's not as bad as it could have been. Morale minus. Disease plus. Morale minus. Disease minus. So supplies plus. Nice. The horses and mules were well fed, groomed, and eager to haul. Even the men looked less miserable. Morale plus. Nice. Morale plus. Morale minus. Veteran status plus. So they are now raw, but we did lose a soldier. We are getting our ass kicked this time round. The first time round we did it, we lost like 1 soldier in the whole thing. We are getting our ass kicked. Tension board over. 2 men came to blows. See, again, who though? Who am I supposed to punish? Who's been fighting? Oh, I was gonna take him out and like put him in I don't know, something else. Medical report. Oh no. Grover Hembry had complications, but +1 day. Woo! I thought he died. Released. Oh, so okay, 2 fit for duty tomorrow now. Okay, and 1's now left. Let's just put you guys back where you came from.
Sir?
Moderate to full cloud cover, continue normal operations. Trenches in good condition, defenses are holding, enemy force on high alert, enemy lines are fortified. Oh, and a HQ evaluation. How terrible are we doing at the halfway mark? Oh god. 55! Oh my days. Well, I believe that is the halfway mark, ladies and gentlemen, so we're going to leave the episode there. We will come back and attempt to survive the second half of this, of the demo that we have available to us so far. Because I think, if I remember, it's only 10 days. You basically get a HQ report every 5, so... 55! Wow, guys, how have I not been fired and sent home in shame? So like I said, we're going to leave it there. We have... Oh yeah, we've had our ass kicked. That first terrible decision by me. I had the hope he was gonna find an enemy patrol and be like, yeah, we stopped the Bosch, as we do call them. So with that, ladies and gentlemen, yes, as I said, we're gonna leave it there. I hope you've enjoyed the episode. I hope you come back for the second half. And until then, I hope that you all do stay safe, happy, and healthy.